2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Middle. Go. 13.
To throw is Jackson. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And this ball recovered by the offense. They cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be thrown dead.
That nigga got the ball back. What?
The fumble. First down now. Here's 2nd down.
Yo, come on, man. No way he got that ball back. Bro, this game be cheating.
This will be caught by Brown.
Oh my God, this game, you know it can cheat, bro. Like, yeah, I do have a lot going for me right now, but how the frick he got the ball back?
No matter what, he really
They're gonna score on this drive now. Watch, they're gonna score. That's what Madden do.
Where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a
Oh,
secondary
I don't see how trouble carry. Okay, let's go.
The primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
You learn your lesson, boy, when they cheated for
We know
the
he's
first
got
time.
the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
And the Texans first down. Buffalo 18. 19 light.
Now Stroud. Flush to his right. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. That's going to be taken in by Downs. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
Holding offense.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Stroud. Here's a screen for Robinson. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through And the rout is on. It's 24-0. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
At their own 25-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, it's time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey, where it was the Giants who pick up the victory at home. 20-17, your final. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Breece Hall, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Josh Allen leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
I got the win in this quarter. You try crazy ass football.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And he's got his guys set up great now. First and goal, and the Pigs get at the 7-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly.
Touchdown, Texans. Devon Achane. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Probably not.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Jackson throwing complete there to Flowers. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Jackson now. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Colts send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Houston set to take over. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Warrior 70, go.
Stroud from his own end zone. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, it's Stroud. Nowhere to go. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble and come in trouble. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And they're going to get the 1st down here as he's up to the 14. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll go play action here with Stroud. To the right side and complete to Washington. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Sliding out of the pocket. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
65, Cat, 65, go.
And Stroud now to throw. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. I got to think at this point, third quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now in Indianapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's Quarles here with a grab. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On second down, Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And Pittman going to have a Colts first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 13. Again, Jackson. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
13.
Here's Jackson to throw.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
Well, a tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity, play after play has gone against them the entire game. They probably feel a little bit like Schlepp-Rock, got that black cloud over their heads.
So here are the Texans to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them, and they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. 82 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Robinson with another carry. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
27-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 1.
danger.
Stroud sets up the play action. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. He was over 100 receiving last week. He's over 100 now this week as he's got a first down as well.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And they're going to speed things up here. Play action. Stroud now. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Dragon 60.
Stroud to throw it. Touchdown! Quentin Johnston from 8 yards out. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Jackson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Middle.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hey, middle. You.
Now it's Jackson. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he takes this one.
Catch that nigga. Not let that nigga go. Not let them niggas go.
All the way to the 30. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw again is Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Flowers. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. It's caught. Corliss left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And Jackson throwing once more. Slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And now hang on here. Looks like we have an injured player. Yeah, Mark Andrews is in some discomfort. Jackson. Hopefully, obviously. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by York is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense taking over again, and they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. And now they're in the hurry up. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's a 2nd and 5. A give left side. Here's Achane. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Stroud out of the gun here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 43. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be their 3rd and final timeout. So no more chances here to stop the clock. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And now a stoppage. It looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Eluding the pressure right, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Stroud on 3rd down now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They